course, it's a great opportunity to come back. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. It really saddens me to look at the roster and see guys that was on the same roster that I was. You know, I graduated in 2016, but there's members of the team that I was on that aren't here tonight, and that speaks a lot to their character. And I just want to thank y'all for being here. And that's exactly really what I wanted to talk about. You know, Keith Jr. texted me about coming to speak, and I mean, there's an elephant in the room. You can call it what you want to, but this season is a lot different. We had a lot of things happen, and this banquet in itself is a lot different than when I was here. All right, and that's the truth of the matter. What I want to talk to you guys about is how you have a unique opportunity that I never got to have here at Tanner High School. You know, some of you guys did play with me, and most of you know me. They're still here. But when I was at Tanner High School, I was doing some numbers earlier today. I was on the varsity football team for 5 years, 68 games, went 62-6. 3 of those games came in one season, and you know, I was a 4-year starter. You know, did that. But one thing that I didn't get to learn that you all have the opportunity to learn is the value in losing. And that might sound off the wall to some of you, especially you guys who came to this banquet in the past and got a state championship ring, or nothing against the food we're having, because I know how hard those ladies work. But you guys might have came in the past and been expecting a slab of ribs, a nice ring to go with it, and a bunch of pats on the back. Okay, that's how it was. And you guys, though, are in a different position than I was. But what I want to let you know is that when I left here, I went to Birmingham Southern College. You know, I plan on playing football there now. But what I didn't understand was, you know, everyone talks about this process, you know, trust in the process. Everyone talks about that. But the problem is, we live in a society where we want instant gratification. We want it right now. You know, I left here, you know, there was a point where I didn't know if I wanted to play college football. You know, I was all-state here. I love playing football, but, you know, realistic, I'm 6 foot tall, you know. Alabama wasn't knocking on my door to come play ball, you know. So I'm thinking to myself, I got a good ACT score, I'll just go to college, start studying, watch the boys play on Saturday, you know how it is. But Birmingham Southern gave me the opportunity to be at what I consider an elite academic institution and still play football. But the problem that I found when I got to Birmingham Southern was that idea of instant gratification. I left Tanner where, like I said, we lost 6 games in 5 years. Okay? I came from what I consider a culture of winning. That's what I wanted to do when I got to Birmingham Southern. But what I came to realize was that you're going to come to a point where you're not the man anymore, okay? You're not big man on campus, you know. Birmingham Southern's a small campus, but I came in there expecting to start the day I walked in, okay? I came in expecting to win football games because that's what I thought I knew how to do, you know. But what I soon realized was that you get in a position where you're going to have to you're going to have to learn from losing games. And I don't mean just games in the field, you're going to lose games in life. And when I got to Birmingham Southern, my recruiter, who, you know, been in contact with every day for months almost, it felt like, he was gone, he got a new job. Offensive line coach hadn't recruited me. I didn't know him, he didn't know me. But I went in there, went through a position battle. In the spring, the guy ahead of me was a senior. You know, say what you want to about him. Of course, I thought I was a better player in the situation. But, you know, I had to learn at the same time, whereas I wasn't on scout team, but I wasn't starting on Saturdays. And I thought I could help the team. Well, what topped all that off, with me struggling with that internally, was that we were losing. Yeah, we were losing bad. I'm talking about there was games at halftime, we'd be down like 30, and there was no halftime speech, there was no hoorah, there was nothing to get you up. That's just how it was, okay? And that's when I really struggled with the process, because when I first got to Birmingham Southern, I thought I was doing all the things right, you know? There was guys ahead of me that after a game on Saturday, it didn't matter then, we just lost by 40, you know? I'm in my room thinking about, man, I wasn't out there, you know, I thought I could have did this, I thought I could have done that. But I didn't have the opportunity. But what I want you to understand is that in this process, the problem is you have to fall in love with the process, but there's no clock on the wall that's going to tell you when the process is going to fall back in love with you. All right? You're going to go through trials and tribulations every day, and the process might happen for you a lot sooner than it does or a lot later than it does for someone else, okay? I came into a situation in Tanner High School in 8th grade where Coach White, Coach Green, some of the guys who were around allowed me to dress out, be a part of the varsity football team. And I feel like I put in the work, but the process was just, it was in love with us too at the time, okay? And what people don't realize about the process that everybody talks about is that everybody, like when your season's over, right? Everyone wants to go in the weight room. This is our year. You know, nobody's going to outwork me. Nobody's going to do this. But the truth is, everybody across this country is saying that. Okay. It's like when I came to college. You know, we're putting in work. We're lifting weights. We're running. But every other team in our conference is doing that. Okay. The key. No, it's okay. The key with the process is that it's the execution. It's the execution every day that even if you're not getting that gratification in the moment you want, you got to keep loving the process, okay? Because we had a brand new coaching staff at Birmingham Southern this past year, and, you know, I was a starter this year, I ended up winning all conference, you know, things really turned around for me, but I look back and I feel like I'm not in the place I could be because I didn't understand how to lose, all right? Year one, we were 1-9. I didn't lose 9 games in 5 years, okay? I didn't understand that. I didn't understand losing by 40 and then going out and having a good time on a Saturday night. I didn't understand that. There was no good time for me in losing, okay? But what I want you guys to understand, like I said, I commend you on even showing up, which that honestly baffles me that some people didn't show up to this. But I want you guys to really think about, even when you put your cleats up and it's done, there's gonna come points in your life where you're gonna put in the work. Like I know you guys ran in the summer, I guys know you lifted weights. I know every other team that you played against is doing the same thing, okay? And there's gonna come a point where you want it so bad. That's what hurts so many people is that they get caught up in the fluff. That's what my coach at the Birmingham Southern called it, the fluff of football, the fluff of life. This idea that, I mean, some people call it the American dream, you know. There's this idea that if you work as hard as you can, things are going to work out for you, you know. And there may be some truth in that. But what I want you guys to realize, though, even in 3 and 8, I want you guys to realize that those things might come true for you, but it's not going to be overnight, okay? It's not going to be this instant gratification I talked about, okay? You're not just going to outwork everybody, okay? You got to do this every day. And you have to be ready for when your moment comes that you excel in that moment. Because that's what I had to learn. After 1-9, I couldn't sit back and say, man, I'm just not good enough. I'm not good enough to play college football. You know, Birmingham Southern, I should have went to California. I should just apply to school and been a student, that's it. But I just hope that you guys take this moment, for you guys coming back, realize that, yes, you're going to work hard. Yes, every other team in the region is going to work hard, but it's going to come down to execution, all right? It's not going to come down to the fact that we had the best height. We used to light you guys remember, we used to light the green fireworks right before the game and run out in the smoke. But, I mean, it smelled bad on the field after that. That might have messed up the kickoff team, but that had nothing to do with us winning games, all right? That just doesn't matter, all right? It's just going to come down to the next play, the next day in your life, if you're going to execute that. And when your moment comes, you have to be ready for it. So I just want to commend you guys again on being here. For parents, for all you showing up, the coaching staff, I understand that 3 and 8 is not where, none of you want it to be. But the fact of the matter is, if you can understand this moment right now, when your moment does come, you're going to be ready to accept that and move on, all right? That's all I got. Thank y'all.
Thank you.